Hey there guys, welcome to the Amazing Brick Network. My name's Tori Favreau and I hope that you're super well and good on this fine day. Today we built live, but we're doing the review for it now, the Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck's farm, and it's set number 10775, part of the Lego Disney range aimed at builders ages 4 and up. Being a little bit older than 4, I did find this set rather simplistic, though I can tell you right now it might represent great value for money for parents who do want their kids to have a good time and get into Mickey Mouse. It is funny, you know, though, Mickey Mouse is such a icon. I don't even know now if he gets a lot of play in terms of regular TV. You don't see a lot of Mickey Mouse merchandise. It's more nostalgia based, but this set brings home the nostalgia and will give you as parents a chance to share in it with your friends. Now, the actual build itself is very low on bricks, though you are still paying a fair bit. It will be because of the licensing, coming with 3 buildable booklets, and you can see me throwing them away in disgust later on in the video, where I'll show you how these sets are built. So the first one was Donald Duck, then we had the little farmhouse and a horse. All right, so they're in separate books. I'm assuming it's because they are for younger builders, so they don't have to focus on too much all at once. Let's get into the builds themselves though. They were a very mixed sort of build. Very simplistic, even despite the age of the builders being involved. The minifigures are utterly gorgeous and they are good change-ups from what you've experienced in the past. So there's Donald Duck, the minifigure, and he's in a nice sort of worker's uniform there with his tail being printed onto the back. Jaunty headpiece there attached to Donald Duck's head with a spike. Not the nicest way of putting it, but it is the way it is. Maybe one day they'll just put a stud on top of there. I don't see why not. Like, you know, it may as well just have a Lego stud on top that it can fit like a traditional hat, but still very neat. He does come with a pitchfork, and of course he's got this little tractor looking thing that was a little bit odd to make, to say the least. I had to put him into pitchfork javelin throwing position to get him to sit on there and have a tool at the same time, though the idea is that you actually just take this off, put the hands up, pop him into his seat, and then throw that in there. It looks like sort of a tractor hot rod. It's a very simple looking build, and it is a little bit out of perspective, as you can see here. He looks like he wants the drag race, but that's his prerogative, and I guess he can do so. Following from that, that was very easy, only a very small number of bricks. We had that knocked over in just a couple of minutes. But then we get to go along and basically, so we had that and a little, looks like it's the start of a little cornfield maybe, and we did have none other than the actual mouse himself. This farmhouse isn't too bad. I love the minifigure. I think it is super cool. The minifigures were my main reason for getting these. This is printed on here. The kids will be able to make this very easily. There is a small little mechanism here that you can roll up to get the cord up. I think this is a good addition to these sets because in the past you would literally have to tie things on. That is just balance one on one stud, so don't think it was the fault of the building. It was just my clumsy hands getting in the way there. It's enough to look like a little farmhouse set, but I would like to see down the track a much larger farmhouse being made that you could really do a lot more with these figures. I think it is an attempt of Lego maybe to move builders away from the Duplo Disney sets and get them into something a little bit more substantial. But for now, that is what we did receive, and it is pretty neat. Last pieces of this set here were simply a horse, which is a good looking horse, but I did ask the question during the live build, is this a Disney horse or is it just a horse? It isn't Mr. Ed, so we're not going to get an answer from him. And but he's a great looking figure. I don't own a horse of this color, this tan color, so I don't know if that's the first time. It probably is not, but it's still pretty neat. Then you get the little hen house, and you can always ask the question, which came first, the chicken or the egg, because they're both there. Another little fence there. You get a sheep, and I thought the sheep was cool. Out of all my minifigures, and I do have a lot, I don't have a sheep, so that's my first sheep in my collection. And a wheelbarrow, because you know you've got to cart along an apple with a wheelbarrow. And last but not least, probably the pest that is eradicating these crops. You've got a little cute bunny there, but he does have a pitchfork, so you never know what will happen. Bricks that are left over in this set, guys, are simply the carrot, an extra topping for it, and a little piece of rope. So they do use all the bricks here. They don't give you a lot of leftovers. And all things said and done, it is a cute enough little set that I think ages 4 and up will get a real kick out of. if you're buying this thinking to yourself, oh, I really want to build this, and you're anywhere from 10 years and up, it's a waste of money. But if you're like me and you just wanted those figures, then it's totally worth it. Will I keep this out? No, no way. But I will keep these minifigures out because I think that they are super cool. So I hope you enjoy that review, guys. Stay on board because I'll show you how I made it. We'll speed it up to make it not too boring. But in the next time, if you haven't done so, please hit subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. In the meantime, though, stay tuned because this is part of a 3-part build, and I'll be uploading the other sets soon. Take care of yourselves, guys. Thanks. Bye.